your ad came up on YouTube. So that's how I remember how I discovered you through YouTube. That's the initial thing. The onboarding was absolutely fantastic. As far as the course goes, I mean, I really thought that you laid it out, man. We had these conversations before. You laid it out. It was very clear. I mean, there were certain things which, again, we talk about. We talked about this. No one cares about the typos or any of that type of stuff because it's about the information. And you were also even explaining that, as you were going through the program. Um, High level program. I really enjoyed the program. For me to be able to talk to you and for you to actually be able to take those sessions and work through some things with me was absolutely invaluable. And so that was the most valuable part for the program because I was able to some things I couldn't get my head around, and then you were just like explained it in 2 seconds, and I was like, oh, okay, great. But you can't talk back to the videos the way you did that. So that was a really big plus for me. Dude, this is amazing, man. Here's the thing. This is what's great though. This is going to help not just with writing the book, it's going to help with the marketing. It's going to help with like creating all the marketing content as well. This is not just the book. This is everything. Anyway, thank you, brother. This is great. I'm really happy to be a part of this.
Awesome, man.
For
Well,
not just my books though, because I'm seeing just from quick glance how much this is going to help me with flipping marketing, bro. Like it's going to help me tremendously with not just the books, but with the marketing and the language. My God. So with that being said, this is perfect because I'm like, great, because I'm already doing the AI stuff. But now if I can basically use what you've creating, which I know is like, okay, great. Now we can make it easy. We got the keywords, we got all this stuff, we got it tapped into your program because I'm sure you've trained it up on basically on your stuff. So if the AI is already trained up on what you're doing, and I already know your basic program, that's going to make this process much even smoother. And I'm not going to have to go hire ghostwriters because I can do it myself and then I can tweak it. Everybody thinks it's like, oh, because I did it with my first book. I told you, oh, I got a great idea. I want to help people. I want to impact people. Oh man, this is such a catchy title. Blah 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 blah. All that sounds fantastic for someone who doesn't realize that that's great for you and your ego, but that's not going to sell any books. So, and that's not going to get your message out there. And so when I learned, okay, you find the keyword, and then when you find the keyword, and then you build your program, whatever your thing is, around that, based on what the market already is looking for, based on what the market is already need. It's still me, but how can I tailor my message to what the market is looking for? And that's done initially by the title of the book, because if you title it based on something someone's going to type in there anyway, you've already increased your chances tenfold just on someone seeing your book, even without any advertising. So that's going to help for me now. Like I see, it doesn't just work across that; it works across all boards now. Because so even for social media, even for anything, once they type that keyword in, once I flood the market with all my stuff, I'm going to dominate. I'm going to dominate. The biggest takeaway, because I told you before when we got on the call, I was like, look, man, I'm not worried about the word. I can write a book. I've done that on my own. So now this is the stuff you're going to teach me is it's the nuances, it's the strategies, it's that right there is it was brilliant. It was the biggest thing for me. It's so wonderful because for me there's a feeling of certainty now where that I didn't have. Um, I was because I was still kind of figuring it out. But now that I figured it out, it's for me now. Like I'm relaxed in the sense that it's just about time and execution. But I know where I know that I got the laser beam now. Me, I've actually already recommended you, so that's easy. For me, it's like I just tell people it's not. This is the secret. It's not what you think it is. Like that's for me, it's like you taught me it's not what you think it is. Like I had a friend, a buddy of mine who came to me and he said, Well, I'm looking, you've written books, and I'm looking to write a book, and the book is like, and so I was asking them all the questions and so on and so forth, and I said, yeah, it's not what you think it is. You know, you guys taught me that what I just said, it's about the keyword. So when you know what you want to do, and you want to learn how to actually market and sell your book, that it's actually going to sell, that you have a not actually going to sell, that you have a higher chance, a higher probability of sales. There's no guarantee with anyone that any book is going to sell. Even if I follow your program letter for letter, word for word, there's no guarantee anyway. But if you want a higher probability, then follow this program. If not, then just go make, if you want it just for ego, then just go write a book and put it up there and say, I'm an author. And there's a place for that too, because I was able to build a coaching business and sell some speaking gigs without your program. So, but if you just want to write a book and say I'm an author, great. But if you want to write a book with a higher probability to sell, then use Alex's program, Publishing CEOs. That's what I would say. You're not just selling a program. Like, that's when I create my programs, I use my own programs. I love, like, you just said something why I asked that question. You said, and when I was still using the program myself, I'm like, are you using it to publish books right now?
AI is for me. I really built it selfishly. It's for my own because I
That's
don't want to use
exactly,
it.
dude.
Selfish.
I love it, dude. That to me, that even makes it even, like, I haven't even worked, and I seen what you showed me, but that excites me even more because that's how I operate. When I build the programs, I build them for me first. But, like, I do all the stuff I do it. I'm like, okay, this has to work for me before I can, get it out and want to coach someone else with it. I love that you just said that, man. That
Oh,
just sold me
I
even. I'm already sold, but now, dude, I'm excited because I didn't realize you were still publishing, brother.
Of course, I wouldn't be able to we wouldn't be able to design an AI to do everything like this if I wasn't in the trenches. I have to be in the trenches, right?
I hear you. I understand exactly what you're saying.